Hello everyone, welcome to Donna's Happy Hour. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Today I have Jimmy Cogan, who will be performing some of his original music. He'll be singing and talking with you. Jimmy is no stranger to Access23 TV. He had a show in the past, which was the Jimmy Cogan Show, which is exactly what he will be bringing back within the next several months. Anyway, get your drink, whatever it may be, because I'm hoping you're going to spend the next hour with me.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Cogan, and it looks like I'm on Donna's show right now. And I'm going to play some original music, stuff that I made up. I don't really write them, I just make them up. And yeah, these are all original tunes. If I can recall, I got enough for our time span I have here. This first song is called Busman's Holiday. And I hope by the end of the song you understand what a busman's holiday is all about. So here we go. George the Greek's got a car repair shop. He can take a jalopy and make it run like a top. He goes to the bar and he orders a double. All the women he meets seem to have car trouble. Sooner or later he's under the hood. He'll fix it for free and it's understood. He got a busman holiday. It's for all he do, for none of the pay. Wherever he go and wherever he stay, he got a busman holiday. Jean-Pierre is a good friend of mine. He plays the guitar for the French line. When he's in port, it's straight to his pad. But his auntie calls him, he knows he's been had. She says, I'm having some ladies for tea. Won't you bring your box over, play it for me? He got a busman holiday. It's for all you do, for none of the pay. Wherever he go and wherever he stay, he got a busman holiday. Jersey Joker is a mover man, drives tractor and trailer all over this land. He's over the road for a month at a time, so when he gets home it's a to unwind. But a friend of a friend says he knows of a guy for a case of beer or a homemade pie. We'll get our stuff out by the end of the month. Let's call him up, he'll do it for fun. He got a busman holiday. It's for all that you do, for none of the pay. Wherever he go and wherever he stay, we got a busman a holiday. My Margie is a beautician's beautician. She cuts the hair of all the big rock musicians. We're always invited to the best of parties, every car on the line, a Porsche Ferrari. Now my little Margie's always been a giver, she never forget. No comment says that we got a busman holiday. It's for all that you do, for none of the pay. Wherever we go and wherever we stay, we got a busman a holiday. Every day we got a busman a holiday. I'm telling you, we got a busman a holiday. Why is why you got a busman a holiday? That's a busman's holiday.
As you got a little taste of earlier, he is a songwriter, musician, entertainer, and I just want to thank you so much for coming on the show tonight. Can you tell me, Jimmy, when did you start writing and when did you start actually playing guitar?
Okay. I wrote my first song when I was 5.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't have an instrument,
Okay.
but I wrote a song called Motorboat.
Okay.
And that Motorboat was a real hit when I was 5. And I, I actually can trace it back to when I was 5. I wrote a song called Motorboat.
Wow. And you came up with...
You want to hear how it goes?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Motorboat, bum bum. Motorboat, bum bum. Motorboat, bum bum. Motorboat, bum bum. And higher. That was my song.
And that was your song?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Motorboat.
Oh, but that's cute.
Yeah.
Did you like motorboats? Is that what...
I don't know, it's just a word I thought was funny.
It's just something...
It was just a good word.
Yeah. And then when was your like first serious writing? When did you start?
Nothing serious is contained in my writing.
Okay.
They're all just made up.
Okay.
But I wrote a song. I went on a bicycle tour, which when I was 14, I thought I drove halfway across the world, pedaled halfway across the country, but I never left Pennsylvania or New Jersey. But I wrote a song. I remember I started writing this talking blues, and it has like 14 verses in it.
Okay.
And I was writing it in my room, and Janie Myers called. A girlfriend of mine called up, and she was on the phone, and I told my mother, tell her to hold on. So I completed, I was probably halfway through it, and I completed the song, and Janie was still on the phone, so I must have dashed that song off in record time, and I still have the original copy,
Wow.
the original manuscript of the song in a frame.
Oh, neat.
And I did it on my latest CD.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's
It
great.
actually closes out the latest CD. I only have two of,
Right.
I'm not that prolific. I have 2 CDs.
Right. Okay. Well, that's
And counting.
that's still an accomplishment. Now, when did you start playing guitar?
I first got my first guitar, started playing at 14.
At 14.
Yeah.
And was anybody in your family musically inclined? Is that what got you?
I have 4 brothers.
Okay.
None of them took an instrument up but me.
Wow.
Some of them tried, but, and I'm still trying, but I'm saying none of them stuck with an instrument. My father played mandolin,
Oh, okay.
but very intermittently. He wasn't like going to sit down for hours and play. He would just pick it up and do a little shadow of your spine, da da da, and he could play some great songs,
Right.
but he never really worked at it.
Right. Okay. All right. So it's not like you had the influence all the time around you. It was just something that, obviously, at the age of 5, you were drawn to music.
Yeah. When I was a kid in the crib, they told me I didn't cry, I sang. Come and get me, I'm singing.
So now, when did you said you started writing with a friend as well? Or
Well,
playing
yeah, there
with
was a song in Mrs. Ryan's 11th grade English class
Okay.
we wrote called, well, I call it Drain Clogger Blues.
Okay.
But has nothing to do with that. But that was the song with the little ding, 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 ding.
Right.
That was the one.
Right. Okay. And so now that you've got your CDs out, is that just you singing on them, or do you play with other people? And
The second CD has some electric songs.
Okay.
Drums, bass, and electric guitar. 2 of the tracks. But the rest of it is just me and the guitar.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I love it.
Well, my friend,
that's-
if you have a friend who records you and makes you sound good with just the guitar and your voice, you've got something there.
Yes.
And a lot of times you can't get that, can't capture that
Right.
in a recording.
Right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, do you play anything else? Do you play piano? Any other
No,
instruments?
actually, I think piano would be the next instrument I would try to learn, but I do play harmonica, I play drums.
Oh.
And
Okay.
actually, it's just all a reason to sing.
Right. And it's all self-taught. Did you take lessons?
No,
at
I never
all?
took lessons,
Okay.
but I do learn from other musicians.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And so let me ask you this. Would you say that you sing every day, play every day? I mean, how much of your life does your music
Not that much.
Okay. All right.
I have a house to run. I have friends to visit. I've got to, trim
A life to live.
I don't really have all this great expanse of time to work at music.
Okay.
But I need to get into more of a regimen of practice.
Okay. And you obviously like it, so, why not?
It's a life. It's a
Right.
a lifestyle, so to speak. All my musician friends consider it a way of life.
Right.
Well, I would like to say that if you're a good stamp collector, that's your way of life. I do not belittle anyone's passion as just a hobby. It's something that people get excited about. A lot of things. I mean, to me, all right, music, it looks like I'm going to stay with it, but maybe something will hit me. Something else will come. Like, maybe I want to, like, look for raptor birds, or I've never tried microsurgery. You know, there's things that may grab me more, but right now I don't see that.
I don't see that.
I don't see that.
Well, and I do want to mention that, Jimmy, also, you're going to be having a show at Access 23.
Yep.
And it's going to be called the Jimmy Cogan.
The Jimmy Cogan Show.
And you're going to be singing your original songs, and
I'll be singing all kinds of songs.
Right.
I have a lot of guests who play, come on, some people who rap, some people that play guitar, but they have more to their lives than just. I'm going to have a guest on who flies remote control model planes, and he's a world champion at it.
Oh wow! My father used to do that.
Well, there was a
But
guy.
he was a pilot too.
There was a guy I called up today. I wanted him to come over to the station, and he said, "No, I can't come over. I'm going for my commercial drone license." He's going to start making money flying a drone.
Wow! Wow!
Commercial license.
Wow! Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's become a real big thing. The drones, obviously, everybody knows that, but it's also becoming kind of a problem too. Airplanes.
Well,
running into them.
but they're going to have drone waitresses, servers, eventually in your restaurants.
Oh.
They're going to get your food from a drone. You went from waitress, waiter, server, drone.
Why don't they have robot? I mean, drone seems kind of dangerous.
Well, that's what I heard.
Stand up at the wrong time.
That's what I read.
You know.
Well, you have drone cars in Dubai. They didn't want to fix up the roads, so they said, we're going to have flying cars that are unmanned, except for the passenger.
Well, I
Unmanned. Flying cars.
Think,
Now. It's happening.
well, I think it's kind of scary that we have cars now that, your hands
Yeah,
are not on the wheel.
But,
That's
when you go right back to it, Donna, when they came out with the car, they originally said you're going to have someone walking in front of the car with a flag to warn the people a car's coming. That looked ridiculous. That's ridiculous by today's standards.
Right.
30 years from now, Clay will be around. 30 years from now, it'll look ridiculous that we had steering wheels and accelerator pedals.
I guess so.
And noxious fumes and so on.
Right.
Things
That's very
change.
true.
Things change.
They do change. That's true. Yeah. Well, I would love to be around. Honestly, I've just been waiting for, having like the jets in the air, the little airplane that you get into and you buzz around, I mean, they've got the, what are they called? The little things that you get on, and they look kind of dangerous, though.
What do they call those things? Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm talking about. Segways.
Segway.
There we go.
Segway.
Woohoo! Yay. They got that. And then I saw recently, which was very cool, except, again, a little too dangerous for my liking, is they look like roller skates.
Yeah.
But they got motors on them.
Oh, yeah.
And that's...
anything can be motorized.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything with
You're right.
wheels. Anything
Well,
with wheels.
look, they used to they converted bicycles into motorized bicycles, and that's where, I guess, the mopeds and all that sort of...
And the motorcycle.
And the motorcycle. Yeah, yeah.
Motorcycles were, when they came out in the turn of the century, they went 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Cars only went like 40.
Yeah, yeah. Can you
But
imagine?
motorcycles had them beat.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
There's
Just
a beautiful motorcycle museum in Newburgh. If you ever get a chance.
You
They
know,
have like 400 bikes.
I think my husband's been trying to drag me there
Go
for
there.
some time
Well, if you
now.
like, I don't ride anymore, but I still think they're works of art. I love them.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, I mean, what they're, doing.
Speaking of works of art, for all you
Yes.
guitar nerds out there, you're probably wondering what this is.
It's a guitar!
This is a recording king. That's all I want to say.
That's all. Now, how did you come about that guitar?
I tried one out in a music store.
Okay.
And then I found a guy, friend of mine, who could get them for me.
Oh, nice.
So I got it from him.
Okay, very
Yeah.
nice.
And I've given these as gifts
Yes, yeah.
to for
nice.
weddings and
Oh, how
things.
nice.
Yeah, I've been.
Oh, right.
Uncle Jim gives guitars for wedding presents.
Very nice. I
Very
like that
cut and
idea.
dry.
Yeah, very nice.
No decision. You're getting, whether you play or not, you're gonna get a guitar.
You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, you're getting it. Well, that's
how
okay.
the Jimmy Cogan show
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
If you like it or not, you're gonna get it.
Well, that's kind of like the same here, you know. But I try to give a diverse. I don't know.
You like to find characters and interview them.
I do.
Yeah,
I like,
know.
you know, I don't want
That's
it
what
to
I
be
like
the
too.
same old. If I
You
can.
gotta
help it,
find
you
a
know.
character. You can't just find the blasé.
Right.
You
No.
need a character.
You do. Yeah. You know, I mean.
Someone who hungers for the media. I want to be on the media. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Entertainment, that's what people out there want to see. You know, they don't want to just see somebody sitting there talking away.
Yeah, but see, that's what we want to do. What we want to do is entertain. I mean, remember Nancy Gordon? What an entertainer she is.
Nancy Gordon.
Yeah, Nancy Gordon. Nancy's nostalgia and nonsense.
But anyway, well, no, I don't. But
Okay.
you know what we have to get to
What's that?
is I have a segment of my show called Stump the Stars.
Okay.
And you
I'm
are
not
my
a star, but-
here.
well,
Yes,
I'm
you
not a
are. Yes,
star,
you
but-
are. And so we're gonna take a short break, and then we'll come back and we'll see how much we can stump you.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'll give it a shot.
All right.
I visited a country in Central America called Belize. I was actually there 3 times, and I've always had a good time there, but I had one bad time there, and that's, of course, what I wrote about. It's called Get Me Out of Belize. I flew to Cancun, but I made a wrong turn. The weather was hot, began to burn. Wound up in a place there was a crazy man. Said, I know my face. I said, wait a minute, mister, never been here before. Went to the counter, get me something good. Asked the waitress, help me if you could. I'm trying to get me something to eat. Your shirt on your back, your shoes on your feet. Get out of here, or I call the law. Get me out of Belize. Get me out of Belize. Please get me out of Belize. Won't you let me out of Belize? Won't you get me out of Belize before I have to lose my mind? Walking through Main Street, got money in my hand. Woman in the wind, running on my hand. Please get me. Let me out of Belize. Went to the barbecue to get me some ribs. They gave me a fork. I put on a bib, there was a whole lot of crap that I didn't care for. Hand me a beer or anything that pours, I might as well be drunk in the way I am. Yeah, let me out of Belize. Get me out of Belize. Please get me out of Belize. Won't you let me out of Belize? Won't you get me out of Belize before I have to lose my mind? Walking down Main Street, got money in my hand. Looking for a woman, ain't got no man. I said, honey, would you line of work? She said, get out of here, you must be some kind of a jerk. Get me out of Belize. Let me out of Belize. Please get me out of Belize. Won't you let me out of Belize? Won't you get me out of Belize before I have to lose my mind? Rode to that Grieger to hear the band. Woman in black took me by the hand. Threatened me with scissors like I was a knife. I got away with my life. Please get me. Let me out of Belize. Yeah, let me out of Belize. Get me out of Belize. Please get me out of Belize. Won't you let me out of Belize? Won't you get me out of Belize before I have to lose my mind? Ooh. Let's get me out of beliefs. And here's my more or less most requested song that I made up. It's called In the Pink. A certain someone says she knows of me. She lives down South Jersey. I'm not popular, but I get around. Don't be surprised if I turn up in town. I had the feeling she was near to me. She appeared mysteriously. She said my reputation is almost shot. That's why I give it all I got. She said, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Roll a green cigarette and toke it. Take your head to the sea and soak it. Do I care what they think? I'm fine, I'm in the pink. There's a pack of pagans searching for me. They want to dip their donut in my tea. It's hard to get along, find a common ground. That's why I travel, don't stick around. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Roll a green cigarette and toke it. Take your head to the sea and soak it. Do I care what they think? I'm fine, I'm in the pink. I got worries back home, so I'm gone. My chocolate cherries are crushed, bun. My toilet's overflowed, John. It's hard to get along, find a common ground. That's why I travel, don't stick around. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Roll a green cigarette and toke it. Take your head to the sea and soak it. Do I care what they think? I'm fine, I'm in the pink. I don't fight, so I take flight. They may be wrong, I might be right. I ride my cycle with all my might. It's hard to get along and find a common ground. That's why I travel, don't stick around. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Roll a green cigarette and toke it. Take your head to the sea and soak it. Do I care what they think? I'm fine, I'm in the pink.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready. I will take some pensive sips of my coffee
take some pensive
between
sips.
answers so I can think.
All right. Well, I gave him a choice.
You gave me a choice.
And he picked doing the trivia questions. I will tell you that I thought you would be pretty good at this, and this is questions about Woodstock.
Well, just to warn you, I won a turntable with a questionnaire about music. I won a beautiful turntable.
Did
but
you?
it doesn't have a belt. I gotta go to a belt contest to get a belt.
Well, you're not getting that here. But
I need a belt, not this big.
sorry about that.
All right,
So let me pull them up.
pull them up.
Unfortunately, I couldn't remember them all.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so first question. Who was the highest paid artist at Woodstock? Now you have A, B, C, and D.
Okay,
So
go
that
ahead.
makes it a little easier.
Go ahead. I'll make it. Yeah.
Okay. A, Janis Joplin. B, Joe Cocker. C, Jimi Hendrix. And D, Richie Havens.
Well, Richie Havens opened for Woodstock.
Well, this is
I
asking.
know, but I'm just saying the fact that he was featured as the opening artist, I'll take a gamble and say Richie.
You ain't getting that.
What's that?
You ain't getting that belt
All
that
right.
you needed.
Okay, then I don't know. I'm at a loss. Who is it?
Jimi Hendrix.
Get out. Really?
I kid you not.
He played them when it was almost over.
No. This is asking who was the highest paid.
For the show?
Yep.
For playing at Woodstock.
Correct.
I'm just saying, but he played when it was half the crowd was gone.
Yeah.
But he got the most money.
Yeah. Yep.
Good for him.
I know, right? Okay. So, who was the last performer at Woodstock?
Jimmy.
Correct. That you got. All right. Here we go.
And I might add,
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
he played the Star Spangled Banner at other shows, not just at Woodstock.
Yes. And my brother was there at Woodstock, and that was, I think, on the third day.
It was.
When Jimmy played, and my brother was like, I'm done.
Let's
I'm
get
done.
out of
Yeah,
here.
let's get out of here.
Right.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Okay, here you go. Now, what was the price of the ticket for the 3 days at the gate?
A, B, C, and D.
Right, A, B, C, and D. Okay, so for the 3 days, here's A.
All right.
$8. B, $12. C, $20. And D, $24.
Well, considering it was 50 years ago and kids didn't have the money that much, give me the A, B, C, and D. I'm going to say...
A was $8.
Yeah.
B was $12.
I think you could scrape together $12 in those days.
Well, remember, this was at the gate, so you had to pay more at the gate.
Oh. They had that going on, huh?
Yeah,
Well,
they
make
did.
it $20 then.
All right, well, it was 24.
That's why I didn't go. I didn't have the money.
That's it. Okay, now.
Or the means to get there.
Or the means to get there. All right, now, here's the next question. What was the price paid in advance for all 3 days? A, $13. B, $15. C, $18. And D, $22.
Did you say something about $13?
I did. For 3 days.
That's kind of an unlucky number, but I'll give it that. Let's leave money out of it, really. You know, it was a festival.
It was an unlucky number for you. It wasn't 13. It was 18.
Well,
was in
it
advance.
eventually became a free show.
You're right, because everybody
They knocked
that went,
the chain link down and it became
nobody ever even gave in their tickets. I don't
Well,
think,
you know, a lot of people
most
held on to those tickets
Yes,
as keepsakes.
yes, they did. I have a friend that has, and actually, unfortunately, my brother actually did have the tickets, and then when he moved away from home, and then my mom was selling the house, those tickets.
Those ephemeral artifacts are only things that certain people even think to keep.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, my brother was not one of them. Well, he was, because he obviously came home with it, but anyway. All right, so here we go. How many bands played at Woodstock?
How many bands played at Woodstock?
Yep.
I can tell you who didn't play at Woodstock. How many bands?
Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
I sat through the whole movie, but I wasn't going 1, 2, 3. No.
Well, you're lucky it's A, B, C, and D. Okay, so
I don't know.
here we go.
We'll see how lucky I am.
Let's see. Okay, A is 20, B is 25, C is 32, and D is 30.
Well, it was 3 days. Over 3 days, they were playing into the night. 3 days, short sets, 32.
Close.
35?
30.
30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was close. That was very close.
All right.
All right.
I was in the bathroom
maybe you
when
should
they
have
were
taken
the
me
two
up on
bands.
the.
No. People are learning. What can they learn from my tosses? Nothing.
All right. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
Did Bob Dylan play at
No.
Woodstock? Correct. Woohoo! All right, you're on a roll. Did the Rolling Stones?
No.
Yeah, you're right. Good. I don't want to say yes because no. Okay, good. All right. What was everyone being warned not to take?
The
A.
brown acid.
Oh, he got it. He did get it. All right. All righty. What year did Woodstock take place?
69.
Woo! See, I made some of them easy. And
Not,
you, my
not for
son.
everybody.
All right, and that is it. So let's see. You got that one. You got that one. You got that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 right
Out of 8.
out of 8. So all right. So you broke even.
I got a D.
You got no. You got like a C.
I got a C.
You
Well,
got a
I'm,
C. That's
I'm
not
average.
bad.
I'm average.
You know. I mean, yeah. You know. You would have been above average if all you missed was 1. That was, one more would have put you over. And unfortunately, I don't have a tiebreaker.
I just love being on your show. I don't need to
well,
conquer the world with my impress everybody with my answers.
Well, I appreciate.
But I remember I was very emphatic when I answered. I didn't even need an A, B, C, D. Or I was very emphatic. And the Rolling Stones were not invited. And I think the reason they were not invited is because they would have stopped the whole show. They would have overtaken the whole show, and they weren't invited.
I have a tiebreaker question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I just thought of this. Okay.
Okay.
Why did the Beatles not play at Woodstock?
They were British. No, I'm only kidding.
Try again.
The Beatles, because the Beatles broke up by that time. No.
No.
The Beatles were recording.
That would make sense, but that is not the
The Beatles had a better show to play.
No.
The Beatles, the Beatles were out of the country.
No.
The Beatles.
Think of something that was very controversial in the Beatles' life. If that helps you any.
The Beatles
That
were
everybody was saying that's why the band broke up.
because of Yoko.
They said they would not play. John would not play unless they allowed Yoko Ono's band. Yes, and so that is why.
The Beatles didn't need Woodstock to be the Beatles.
They didn't.
They didn't need it.
No, but could you imagine? Forget it. If they did.
I don't know. I think it would have been kind of.
Well, it will.
I really do. I really think it would have been like, and now the Beatles. And everybody would say, we don't want to hear any non-psychedelic music. We want to hear psychedelic music.
Oh, I
and
don't
the
know.
Beatles might have really fallen on their faces.
No, I don't think so.
No?
No,
All right.
I don't think so. Not the Beatles. No.
I love the Beatles.
I mean, I honestly, Woodstock was so great. Unfortunately, I was too young to go.
Yeah.
But that never stopped me from doing a lot of things. But I didn't have a ride there either.
Some people would say that was the end of the Summer of Love, and it never came back as a result of big venue festivals. Kind of killed the radio star, the video star. It was the beginning of the end.
I don't know. We all know that Woodstock could never ever be replicated, and I think that's the bottom line.
I'm also a big fan of The Last Waltz, the movie.
Okay.
Of the band hosting their friends.
Yes.
In California, I think it was San Francisco. You'll never get that collection.
Right.
Of lower, I mean not lower tier, but people today as legendary as the people who were in that movie.
In that movie, right.
You're never going to get that again.
Right.
It was a one-shot deal.
And
One-shot deal.
that's Woodstock. There was never ever. I mean, they had the big concerts in Monterey and all that, but nothing ever Which,
Well, they made a
you
movie
know,
out of it too.
They did.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
the
did.
movie helped.
But you know, nothing like Woodstock is in and of itself a.
Okay.
Yeah, I see
All
my
right.
mind.
I'll give you that.
You're right,
I'll give you
you're right,
that.
I mean,
All right.
but anyway, I just want to thank you again so much for coming. Next time when you come on, feel free to sing whatever songs again that you want. You know,
That I wrote.
That you wrote. Yes, we love original music.
All right.
And
I'll give you some more. I got more.
great, and good luck with your show.
Well, thank you, Donna.
When is that going to start airing? Do you know?
I'm not sure. Not sure.
As he turns
But-
to his camera guy.
But it will happen, and I'm hopefully it'll be watched by a few people.
Well, it's going to be on right before my show. So,
Oh.
I think my show goes on at 8, if I'm not mistaken, and yours will be on
Well,
at
they'll be tuned
7
into
or
you, and
7:30,
they'll want to
right?
waste a half hour getting their popcorn and
Yeah, they're going to have
they're
you.
gonna kind of go, well, the Donna show's on. I guess we'll just sit here until it comes on. Oh, there's the Jimmy Cogan show. We'll see
No,
how.
you're on before me.
I know they're gonna say
Yeah.
you're gonna say, well, we're waiting for Donna's show to come on.
No.
There's this Jimmy Cogan show, so let's see what happens there.
They're going to be happy because they're going to get 2 good shows back to back.
Kind of like
That's what-
Thursdays on NBC.
That's right,
When it was
exactly, that's right.
Friends and Seinfeld, and
Right.
that was a whole night of
Yeah,
people who
yeah.
would just watch all those shows.
And if we're really daring,
What?
at some point we could try this because I play the cajon,
Okay.
so maybe we could do a jam of some sort. What the heck?
You play the cajon.
I play the cajon,
Okay.
so we could
We may use that. We could use
yeah,
that.
yeah, and just have a little fun.
Well, that's what this is
An
all about,
experimenting,
right?
that's right.
Donna, this is
That's
about.
that's what this is all about.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
all about fun.
And hopefully bringing, because I don't know if you've gotten to watch any of my shows, but I'm doing a lot of going out to nonprofit organizations that rescue animals.
Oh,
And so please tune in because, as a matter of fact, it was funny that you said about the raptor because we just did a episode on
rescuing raptors,
yep.
like falcons and stuff?
falcons, eagles, hawks,
Wow.
owls.
Owls.
Yeah,
Wow.
just amazing. And we're actually we just got also done doing a wildlife where they rescue small animals, like young.
I'll
little-
take that further.
You will.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
I'm a vegan.
Oh.
No animals. No animals harmed.
Right. There
No
you go.
whales. No shellfish.
Right. There you go. Ow.
No
Now,
raptors.
do you eat, since you're vegan?
What?
Fish is
No,
no,
no fish.
nothing
No,
that's
no,
alive and
nothing,
moves.
nothing with eyes or a mother.
Okay,
Are
all right.
done.
Wow,
No eyes or mother
no
or
eyes on okay,
no cheese.
okay.
I don't know.
Now when did
I'm not espousing it. I'm just saying
right,
if you really want to get rid of the guilt about animals,
right,
go
right.
vegan.
yeah. Now when did you become vegan? Just out of
Well,
curiosity.
my friend Itzy, that's a woman. Itzy said, if you should try it, and I
Okay.
said I'll try it, and I tried it, and I never looked back.
Wow.
Yeah,
And how old were you when you?
just like a year and a half ago.
Oh.
Now you want me to tell people how old I am? I'm 64.
No, I didn't.
I was 63. I was 60. Yeah.
No, I just kind of,
63.
To make that kind of a change, I was thinking you were going to tell me like I was 20 something.
No.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
I make, to be serious a little bit,
Okay.
we need to use, all of us need to use strong words when we talk. I quit. I took it up.
Right.
I don't say that about people anymore. Or I do love people.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I'm always
That's
interested in
good, me too.
people.
Yeah.
That's why we're going to have Clay on, because Clay is interesting person.
Oh, he is. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, that's our cameraman. And
Clay Clement.
if it wasn't for him, we would not be here.
Well, my mom and dad had something to do with that.
Well, this is true, yeah. All right, so we won't go that far back. But the show could not be running and produced unless...
I'm a dummy. All I do is I strum a guitar and I talk. Clay puts this whole thing together.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. And so we thank Clay very much for all his hard work, because he does really work hard. And anyway, well, again, I want to thank you so much. Please, feel free, stop in. I know you don't live in the area.
That if you really mean it,
I
know
do
you
mean
do.
it. Yes,
I'll be
do.
back. I'll be back.
Oh, you bet.
I'll be happy to do it again.
You better, because
I
want to play my cajon.
All right, play the cajon, right?
All right.
In the pig. Thank you. This is one I'm kind of anxious to play for you. I wrote this song with my friend Rick in 11th grade, and I still like to do it. Beep bop doo ah boogie woogie daddy o. Beep bop doo ah boogie woogie daddy o. Ricky ticky bim bam boogie woogie beep. Doing that boogie till 2:15. Doing that boogie till 2:15. The only reason I stopped, got the blues. Beep bop doo ah boogie woogie daddy o. Beep bop doo ah boogie woogie daddy o. Ricky ticky bim bam boogie woogie beep. Doing that boogie with Bessie Mae. Doing that boogie with Bessie Mae. The only reason I stopped, she went away. Beep bop doo ah boogie woogie daddy o. Beep bop doo ah boogie woogie daddy o. Ricky ticky bim bam boogie woogie beep. Tell your mommy you're living on the bitty bitty Cogan road. Tell your mommy you're living on the bitty bitty Cogan road. And we do the boogie woogie telephone booth. Beep bop doo ah boogie woogie daddy o. Beep bop doo ah boogie woogie daddy o. Ricky ticky bim bam boogie woogie beep. Doing that boogie till the cows come home. Doing that boogie till the cows come home. The only reason I stopped, cows came home. And believe it or not, that song is called the Drain Clogger Blues. Don't ask me how it got the name. Anyway, let's see. Oh, where's my capo? It's on the table. Should I go get it? This squeezy thing. There it is. Now this device, that's okay. Come on set.
There we go.
Thank you very much. This device changes the key of the song. It's a miracle. I don't know how it does it. But you put it right there, and I'm playing a C chord, but it's actually a D chord when you play it with the capo. I went to the garden farmer, the whole row with my old friend. A chance to grow green groceries and make a crop again. But when I got to the garden farmer, he was in his grave. So I took his seeds and planted them with the money I had saved. But it's all right now, you can never tell. You see, you can't feed everyone, so you got to feed yourself. I planted trees along the road, hoping they bear fruit. And I put a plot in the city, up upon the hot car roof. I beat a path to South Dakota, wrung my hands and prayed for rain. But a hailstorm pelted my windshield and smashed the weather vane. But it's alright now, you can never tell. You see, you can't feed everyone, so you got to feed yourself. I searched the Golden Valley, I heard in Woody's song, but I was decades late, the wheat field was all gone. Talk about your ripe tomatoes and your sweet Jersey candy corn. There were blueberries by the bushel the year that I was born. But it's all right now, you can never tell. You see, you can't feed everyone, so you got to feed yourself. If you want to be a garden farmer, be prepared to toil. You can buy a rototiller and spade, but you got to find fertile soil. But it's all right now, you can never tell. You see, you can't feed everyone, so you got to feed yourself. But it's all right now, you can never tell. You see, you can't feed everyone, so you got to feed yourself. Garden farmer. I'll quit smoking, I'm not joking. Step on long car trips, my ashes flip. I'll quit smoking, except after dinner, cigs are winners. And I'll quit smoking, but when I fishes, cigs taste delicious. I'll quit smoking one of these days, make my way through the purple haze. I'll quit smoking when my brother quits, I'll say the heck with it. And I'll quit smoking when they stop making matches and the packs are behind latches. I'll quit smoking, and when my brother quits, I'll say the heck with it. And I'll quit smoking when they raise the price, I think once or twice. I'll quit smoking one of these days. It's a filthy habit, it's a passing phase. I'll quit smoking when I burn my jacket and I just can't hack it. And I'll quit smoking when I jump the broom, make off with all the fumes. And I'll quit smoking, at least less often, put a carton in my coffin. And I'll quit smoking, that's the answer. Hope I die before I get cancer. I'll quit smoking, I've done it lots of times before. I feel like a new man, then I wanna smoke some more. I'll quit smoking, ain't gonna suck on some machine, that's no way to get your nicotine. I'll quit smoking, ain't gonna wear some plastic patch, anybody got a match? I'll quit smoking, enough is enough, one more puff. I'll quit smoking.
All right, so now let me ask. The guitar you have, what's the name of it again?
It's a recording king.
A recording
Yep.
king.
It's good for recording.
Okay. And
It really is.
And it's it's an electric.
No, it's acoustic, but it has a pickup in what they call the bridge. I mean the saddle.
Okay.
The white thing here is a saddle, and there's a pickup under it.
Okay.
And they plug it in here, and there's a battery in there somewhere that I can't get to unless I take the strings off. And I put a lot of, I put new tuners on it.
Okay.
I had the action set up. So, you know, an inexpensive guitar cost me like 3 times more than I initially bought it for, but I can't put it down. It's a great guitar.
Now, does the battery ever die?
The battery will die. Hopefully not tonight.
Yeah, you're right. So, you were talking about you have 2 CDs.
I have 2 CDs, and I'm a generous guy. I put the first CD on the second CD, so you don't have to buy the first CD and then another CD.
Oh, wow.
And when I put out my third CD, they're all gonna fit.
Oh, nice. Very
So
good.
I don't have to make people say, well, you don't have my first one.
Right.
Yeah, or my second one.
Now, any of the songs that you sang earlier, were they from the first CD?
Mostly, it'll be the second CD.
Second CD, okay. You want to play something from your first CD? Do you remember?
This, I do. This is a song that I wrote, a short song,
Okay.
that I wrote when I was 20.
Okay.
All right, and
What's the name
I
of it?
was in bands, and everybody in the bands liked me to do this song. It's called Erotica. Erotica, which was
Erotica,
also used. That title was also used in a Madonna. A Madonna song is she
Right,
copied.
yes,
She
yeah.
copied me years later, and took my title. Well, that's all right, Madonna. You're cool. You want to hear it?
I do, yes, absolutely.
Kind of esoteric
Okay.
for a 20-year-old. Walking down the street, feel complete. No repeat. Erotica. Walking down the road, don't feel old. Tom Joad, hear me. Erotica. Eros, 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 yo. Eros, yo. Erotica. Eros, 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 yo. Eros, yo. Erotica. A tree, a rock, a cloud, erotica. Hermanos, hermanos, brothers and sisters, erotica. Eros, 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 yo, eros, yo, erotica. Eros, 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 yo, eros, yo, erotica. Erotica gonna get ya. Erotica gonna upset ya. Erotica just met ya today. So if you feel unreal, no big deal. Just remember I feel erotica. When you take your bow, you'll know how. Get real now. Erotica. Eros, 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 yo. Eros, yo. Erotica. Eros, 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 yo. Eros, yo. Erotica. Yo. Yo. Erotica. Yo. Yo. Erotica.
Very nice. Ooh.
Now, what that song is about, that's only I know.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where you were going with that.
Well, you'd have to get repeated listenings to it and kind of like Stairway to Heaven. Finally figure out what you think it's about.
Right, okay.
Only I know.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely an improvement from Motorboat.
Yeah. Motorboat had its day, but now Erotica
Right.
did better.
But all of your tunes are very catchy. You know,
Thank
they got
you.
a good rhythm. You know, it's something that kind of, you know, your feet start going, and you know,
Yeah.
so that's
Yeah, well, thank you.
yeah. Well, again, everybody, Jimmy Cogan, and again, thank you so much. I know you traveled in from PA.
Kunkletown.
Kunkletown. Oh, I was recently in Kunkletown.
You were?
I was.
What were you doing in Kunkletown?
My husband and I took just a get in the car and go.
And you found Kunkletown.
We did. We did.
Well, you were
yes.
right here. If you found the center of Kunkletown,
yes.
There's a pub there that I play every Friday night.
Oh, you're kidding.
And I play there from 6 to 9 at the Kunkletown pub.
It's actually a very pretty little town.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
So if it's and there's what name some of the other areas around little towns around it?
Effort,
Okay.
Broadheadsville,
Broadheadsville, yeah.
Sailorsburg.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because that's where we started. That's how we got to Kunkleville.
Yeah,
We went to
Kunkletown.
Sailorsburg. That's what we did.
Well, Sailorsburg, well, yeah, you gotta go. Usually, if you're coming from this way,
Yep.
you would go through Sailorsburg to get to Kunkletown.
Yeah.
8 miles down Kunkletown Road to Kunkletown Pub in Kunkletown, Friday night, 6 to 9.
Oh, there you go. All
Me.
right. Oh, very good. All right. Well, thank you again. And
Thank you, Donna.
oh, you're welcome. Good night, everyone.
Good night. So here we go. George the Greek's got a car repair shop. He can take a jalopy and make it run like a top. He goes to the bar and he orders a double. All the women he meets seem to have car trouble. Sooner or later he's under the hood. He'll fix it for free and it's understood. He got a busman holiday. It's for all you do, for none of the pay. Wherever he go and wherever he stay, he got a busman holiday. Jean-Pierre is a good friend of mine. He plays the guitar for the French Coast Line. When he's in port, it's straight to his pad, but his auntie calls him, he knows he's been had. She says, I'm having some ladies for tea. Won't you bring your box over, play it for me? He got a busman holiday. It's for all you do, for none of the pay. Wherever he go and wherever he stay, he got a busman holiday. Jersey Joker is a mover man, drives tractor and trailer all over this land. He's over the road for a month at a time, so when he gets home it's a to unwind. But a friend of a friend says he knows of a guy for a case of beer or a homemade pie. We'll get our stuff out by the end of the month. Let's call him up, he'll do it for fun. He got a busman holiday. It's for all that you do, for none of the pay. Wherever he go and wherever he stay, we got a busman a holiday. My Margie is a beautician's beautician. She cuts the hair of all the big rock musicians. We're always invited to the best of parties, every car on the line. A Porsche Ferrari now, my little Margie's always been a giver, she never forget. The Cogan says that we got a busman holiday. It's for all that you do, for none of the pay. Wherever we go and wherever we stay, we got a busman a holiday. Every day we got a busman a holiday. I'm telling you, we got a busman a holiday. Why, it's why you got a busman a holiday. That's a busman's holiday.